All right. Welcome. Welcome. Episode 13, the Cut the Mic podcast, brought to you by True to Self. Let's go. I'm a left Twix kind of guy, by the way. Edmund can't even eat Twix, but
But if you would choose, you would be right, of course. So
he's
let's move on.
he's missing out. But
no Twix due to the peanut allergy, but alas.
episode 13, fellas. I like the consistency we got going every Friday. Looking forward to it. Yeah.
Maybe this is lucky number 13 where we blow
Lucky
up.
Good point. Good point.
Okay.
Good point. But as always, I'm your co-host Braulio, joined by the lovely Gio and Eddie, Eddie.
Aw.
Fellas, how we doing today?
Good.
Good.
Ready to start my weekend. Done with work.
Yes, thank God it's
Looking
Friday.
good.
Thank God it's Friday.
Yeah.
We'll get this out the way just so we can kind of move things along. But as always, go follow our, well, first of all, social medias, Instagrams. Give us a follow. It's there. YouTube channel, Cut the Mic Podcast. We upload these episodes after the fact when we go live. I forgot to mention that we are live every Friday at 9 p.m. on Twitch. And then, Instagram, cut_the_mic. And our TikTok is True to Self. So go check those out.
Thank you.
So, fellas, how was y'all week? Let me know.
Why don't you start us off?
This
week?
I'll start us off. Yeah, honestly, so if you tuned in last week, I had a rough week last week. It was, mixed week, but it ended kind of rough. This week was huge. Huge comeback, huge bounce back. Had a great week, honestly. Can't complain. Work is, past tax season now, so work's going good, and then it's less busy. And we're actually entering our slow season. Summer's like slower, so we're not fully into the summer yet, but it's coming. You can feel it. And then I attended a few work events, which were cool this week. Not much to say, but it's just they were enjoyable. Back in the gym, that was cool. And this week's theme too, I ran into a lot of people. I think Tuesday, Wednesday, and today, just like Tuesday, Thursday, and today. Old coworkers, old people from college that I knew, just random interactions in the streets of Boston. So yeah.
Was it good for you? Like, it was like people you wanted to avoid, or
No one I want to avoid. I mean, if it was my choice, I could avoid everyone. But no disrespect to anyone. But no, these were old coworkers from when I used to bartend at AMC, and then an old friend old coworker / friend from college. It was cool. It was nice.
I think I know who that is. Shout out to them.
You do?
Or do I?
I don't know.
No, I don't.
I don't know if you do. I doubt you know.
I think if we do,
with her in particular, I actually thought so. I follow her on Instagram, so like I thought she was in Europe, and then I saw her, and that was my reaction. I'm like, I thought you were in Europe, and then she was just like, no, that was like a few weeks ago, and I was like, oh, okay. Anyways,
never mind.
Yeah, no. But I don't think you guys know her too well, but it was just like weird. Just every other day or every day, I'm just running into people, and I'm like, man, this world's small. So, and these are people I haven't seen in ranging from months to years to, so small world, but it was good. It was nice. No complaints. But how about you guys? Let's go to Edmund. I'm going to ask you, how was your week since you started with me?
Oh, my week was good as well. I think a little bit more relaxed. I think continuing the trend of things are clicking for me. It's like, I don't know, like the meme of like once you turn 25, your frontal lobe starts actually working fully. I feel like I'm at that point in
Fully
work
developed.
where things are just clicking. Like I understand how things are operating. I can envision like a year from now, 18 months from now, or even like at a time where I won't even be at this job anymore. So it's just like just understanding the bigger picture things and being able to help work on them, which is my job. But I think just being able to do it at a high level is really exciting, and I don't know. It's just like it gives me a better chance to really prepare myself to be better and figure out what I want to do with that. So, um, yeah, I think I've been reading more and I've been really focused on getting 1% better. And I feel as if it also will hint on some of the conversation that we have later on about spirituality. But I think I've honestly really, I'm trying to be more grounded and really just take things one day at a time, one step at a time, get 1% better every single day. And, some days it's not always perfect. Like I think I had one day this week where I wasn't everything, but also that one day I still think I got 1% better because I got some rest that I needed to catch up on. So just getting 1% better every day, and a year from now, 10 years from now, it'll pay the difference. I hope so. We'll see.
There we go. Positive mental attitude.
Spoiler alert on the spirituality, but we'll circle back. Gio, how was your week?
It's in the title. It's okay. They know we're
That's
gonna
true. That's true. That's true. You're right.
talk. Nah, my week was good. I can't complain. I mean, I feel like at this period of my life right now, I'm just going pretty slow, like just building things up and getting my mental right. So, I mean, I feel like it was a push towards that direction. Not too much happened this week for me or anything. Just pretty dull week, but in a positive side, you know.
It's good. It's good. I'm glad we all had positive, good weeks. Just you gotta take the good when they come and appreciate it, because next week will be next week, but you just never know what to expect. So let's enjoy it while it's here. But yeah, let's just getting preachy here. I'm getting ready for our spirituality talk. Let's go.
You're ready.
All right, go.
Next topic. Well, we're gonna do our weekly recap segment, but we're just gonna do quick, one take, one line, whatever. Where do you guys want to start? Playoffs, draft, the rap civil war. Where we starting?
Talk about the NFL and then.
All right, we'll go quick on the draft. So Edmund, same. I've asked you before, but NFL draft, bang, number one takeaway.
Number one takeaway. I hope the Patriots found their number RQB. I think Drake May is the answer. Hopefully, knock on wood. We still need a receiver, or we still need to plug in a lot of different things. But the Drake May dynasty begins. I feel like the only other thing that I noticed would be the Bears are stacked, and other than that, I feel as if
I was gonna say that
I can't really look at any other team and I feel like, oh my god, they made a significant difference. Where it's just like they're scary. I mean, the Chiefs got scarier too, the fastest guy in the NFL. But like, what else is new? The rich get richer.
I don't want to talk about
that. I don't know. Everyone else is just like, some teams made good plays, some teams made terrible plays. I don't know what the Falcons are doing. That is crazy to me.
Wait, hold on, pause, because that was my takeaway. But continue.
It's like, I don't know if anyone has gotten significantly better, but a few teams have made moves that are just like, or what are you doing? And the Falcons are one of them. So,
all right. So, a few things to what you said. I did want to give you your flowers, because I'm not gonna lie, you were one of the early ones to say about the Bears. I'm gonna give it to you. I think looking at what they just did in the draft and what they have, I think if Caleb Williams is him, he doesn't have to be him, I don't think. If he just can do what he's supposed to do, the Bears will have a good season. Yeah, a good season. So I'll give you your flowers on that. But we'll see, more to come. Drake May, I'm already a Glazer. That's my next Tom Brady. Yeah.
Wait, so is he automatically going to be starter, QB?
Well, they have Jacoby.
There's just no, I don't know.
I think trade. We have Jacoby Brissett. I think they'll battle it out in preseason. I think he'll have to earn it.
We don't have the other dude anymore?
Who, Mac?
Oh, okay. You're talking about the Pats. I thought you were talking about the Bears.
No, I was talking about the Pads.
Yeah. No, Mac Jones is gone.
He's on the Jaguars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we have Jacoby Brissett, original member of the Wolfpack, if you remember that. Tom Brady, Jacoby, and Garoppolo. I think Drake May will have to earn the spot, but like I would say there's a good chance he could earn it. You know. So, but real quick, my number one takeaway: Falcons. Now, I'm a hater. I'm Kirk Cousins' number one hater. When I saw they picked Penix Jr., I was just like, man, I can't wait to talk shit to all the Kirk Cousins fans out there, because even the Falcons, who just paid this man a bag, don't believe in this man. He did not know. They called him before they picked Penix Jr. to tell him, hey, we're taking a QB. And I'm only wants to assume he's going to have a shot to compete. He has to at least have a shot. I'm not going to say he's going to beat Kirk Cousins. I respect Kirk Cousins enough to realize, like, you know, he'll probably get the starting job. But it's just a win in Braulio's column because Kirk Cousins is not him. So
to respond to that, I think the Falcons were always going to pick a quarterback. I didn't think that they were going to pick it at number 8.
No.
I think they panicked.
But
I think they really got nervous with all the QBs off the board. And Michael Penix is a great pick, and like he'd be a starter on
Penix.
Michael Penix. Penix. He
Yeah.
was he led Washington to the Natty. He obviously lost to Michigan, but he's still a great.
He's like a 5-year
quarterback.
Starter too.
You know, like he's a little bit older, which is
good.
Again, I just think it's good if he was gonna start and like play right away.
Yeah.
Bad because I can imagine that the Falcons' plan is to sit him and have him develop, maybe, or maybe Kirk Cousins' contract is trade bait. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. The Falcons are just I don't know if they're just incompetent or it's I don't know, because yeah, we'll see. I guess
we won't debate it too much. We'll leave it kind of at that. But I'll say, you know, I know they could have used the quarterback. They could have picked one in the later round. Not saying they would have been a good one in the later rounds, but to me, them not picking up an additional weapon for Kirk or even getting someone on the defensive side, to me that just shows like they don't believe in this man, Kirk Cousins. Like they just picked the attractive free agent QB and was like to please the fans, and then I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what they're doing, but we'll talk about it another time. We'll digress. There'll be more time in the future.
Last comment. I'll say there's a few defensive and / tackles that they could have taken to address their defensive needs. There's a few receivers that they could have taken that would have added. It wouldn't have hurt to get more speed. There's a few offensive linemen they could have taken to address some of their needs as well. Well, I guess they already have a good offensive line and run game. But either way, they could have taken like Spencer Rattler in like the 4th round or whenever he goes. And another, I don't know. There's just like a lot of different directions that I think the Falcons should have went that they just didn't do. Granted, they got a dog, and now it's just, is he gonna play? Is the real question.
We'll see, and I'll have more time to talk shit at a later date. But let's move on. What do you want to talk? NBA playoffs or rap beef?
Yeah, just keep it sports and then
sports. All right. Yeah. So Gio, start us off. NBA playoffs. I know you've been watching these games, bro. I know you've been watching.
A little bit, here and there.
So what's going on? What's your take? Yeah.
Go Knicks.
Why do you have that on?
I don't even think he's a Knicks fan for real.
But the thing is, when I bought this Knicks shirt, the Knicks were ass. So finally, it's like, you know what I mean? You can rep the Knicks and be proud.
The Knicks are still ass.
They're not ass.
They only have Jalen Brunson. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, they got what's his name?
Do not
the dude from the Warriors.
DiVincenzo. Oh, okay.
DiVincenzo. Yeah, like I like him.
What's his name playing? Their forward. Julius Randle. He's injured right now. Okay, good. He's asked.
Nah, but I never hear good things about him there. Like I feel like Julius Randle's like.
Yeah, he's asked too.
Anthony Davis to the Knicks.
No, well, cool. I can't talk shit.
The way the Lakers are playing.
I can't talk shit. AD's been playing well. So
yeah,
poor Lakers. Playing well.
There's nothing they can do.
But anything about any like your number one take about any of the series? Anything you want to share?
Oh, my number one take. I don't know. Well, all I say is that the Celtics the Heat is their boogeyman, but
it's okay. We'll still win.
Yeah.
Celtics in 5. Should have been 4, but it'll be 5.
Celtics in 5. I hope. Kristaps doesn't have a bad game like that. Drew plays better as well.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
Kristaps needs like a signature game this
I
series,
think
bro.
I think they
For the
feed
Celtics fans, bro.
they feed him early on Saturday's game and get him going early. I think that will help him.
He needs a 35. That's what I'm saying.
Not even 35, like 20,
20, 25,
like
yeah,
22.
20, 25,
Nothing too crazy. It's like I'm glad the Jays are playing well though. Against the Heat together. So it's not them. It's like our stars are playing. It's just in the playoffs you need depth, defense, and experience. So
Yeah,
it's good. It's like get it out the way early on, especially when we could still win. So
All
we'll
right,
be fine.
Edmund,
I
you're.
did-
Oh,
Okay.
no, continue.
No, I was gonna say, did you guys just watch the Bucks game?
I saw earlier when the Pacers were up like 20, but then I didn't tune into the end.
Yeah,
They
when it's
ended up
OT.
still winning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Halliburton with the game-winning floater that he was fouled on too. So they won by 3.
Okay. Yeah,
No, it was cool.
that series.
Giannis is injured. Yeah, I think it's over for them.
That's it. No, I'm not gonna say who wins, but that series might go 7 games because those teams don't like each other. If you tuned in regular season, they do not like each other. So
Okay.
I might go
Beef.
7.
But Giannis
games.
is injured. That's like the biggest issue.
No, I know. With Giannis, I think they take care of business, but I'm just saying, All right, Edmund, your number one take from these playoffs, what you've seen so far.
My number one take. Last week I was saying how trusting the Lakers to maybe even win in 6. I was wrong. They are about to get swept again, or I think they get swept again now. And
Yeah.
it's very unfortunate because it's not even like they were playing bad, bro, or like they had double-digit leads all 3 games, and at one point, LeBron and AD are playing well. I feel like the one thing I would say is like LeBron and AD probably need a little bit more effort on the defensive end and like getting back on transition. I feel like they were lagging behind, but I feel like that's a coaching thing. There's just like little things. Obviously, like players need to take some accountability, but I just feel as if coaching has failed them where they shouldn't be losing leads like this consistently. It starts to become a pattern, and this has been the story for the Nuggets where they're not really making any adjustments. They're just outplaying and outcoaching them. And obviously, like the Nuggets are a better team and they have more depth. They have more experience all around outside of like the top 2 star players. But I don't know. It's just like that shouldn't be an excuse at this level when you have the GOAT and you have your second best player playing at, I would argue, probably his best basketball since they won the ring the first time. So it's just, I would say the Lakers are the biggest disappointment. I hope my GOAT enjoys his time playing with Bronny next year or ring chasing somewhere else. But, I still got hope for my Celtics, so that's all I'm waiting for. Otherwise,
I think
that's my takeaway for the playoffs.
Yeah, last week, same deal. I think I expected more from the Lakers. I'll admit it. I'm Bron's hater, but he is him. Like I think he's still capable of beating a team like the Nuggets. AD's playing well. Like you said, it's coaching. Some of the other players need to step up. I mean, to your defensive part, like I think AD is doing as well as he can against the best player in basketball right now, quote unquote. So I can't really be mad at him. And Bron is fucking 40 years old. I don't know what more you want him to do. So that's when the team and the coach need to step in and help out. But no argument. Lakers got swept. The West.
I think it's just a matchup issue. Like I think they just match up terribly.
Yeah.
Fair, which is completely fine. Like if they were getting waxed off rip, like they are having strong first halves.
They're capable of beating the team.
It's not like
beating them once though, like catching a good look on them.
They were up by double digits 3 games in a row, and
I know, but I'm saying like
they were shutting down.
Like odds are of them winning each game is like 10%. Like I swear. Like,
and I get it,
a little higher,
but like not even being able to win at all in the last 11 matchups or something like that. It goes beyond their players. It goes to the coaching. and I would even say organizational malpractice at that point.
Damn.
And again, it could just be me and
ultimate Braun Glazer right now.
that's what I'm saying. I could.
Why does D'Lo freeze up though?
I'm done with D'Lo. I won't say more.
Game 2, he had a great game. You know, everyone else
yeah.
on the team shit the bed, bro. The rest of the starters are, I don't know what it is, but role players get to LA and they cannot play to save their life. So
can't play with Braun, but that's a conversation for another day. I want to share my number one takeaway. Different series. Mavericks. They coming, boy. They coming. Clippers.
They look that good.
It's the same situation. Yes, Clippers deeper. Probably the better team. But it's the same situation we're looking at the Lakers. Kyrie and Luka? Oh, yeah. They can take that team down in a 7-game series. It's just a matter of they're doing what the Lakers aren't doing. They played inspired defense the game that they won. The role players are stepping up and making their shots. And Jason Kidd has this team ready. Like, he is playing them and coaching them. I'm not saying, like, the Clippers are, like, I understand. The Clippers are the Clippers and they have who they have. But I'm just saying, like, I have more faith in Luka and Kyrie getting it done. And I think they do get it done. Probably in 6-7 games. We will see. I could be wrong. But to me, I've been enjoying those games. First game, Clippers won. Kind of got mad about that. But second game, I was like, this is how the Mavericks need to play. Rest of the series. Just locking into that. I don't know. Do you guys have faith in James Harden, Kawhi, Paul George in these scenarios? Russ? Like,
I just hope they win this first series, bro. That's it.
I don't have trust in them. I'm not hating. I just don't have trust in them. The only one I trust is Kawhi, but he's hobbled or injured or 50% or whatever.
He's hobbled.
Yeah.
I think game 1, Kyrie and Luka, they dropped 60 like I said they would, and they lost, which is to be expected. And then game 2, they actually really surprised me, especially with Luka's defense down the stretch where he was locked. Even if Kawhi is injured and like the defense that he played, I was just like, all right, they're here to play. They're taking it serious. There's a lot of buy-in, especially with Jason Kidd. I think they're up like 13 right now going into the half. If they win today, I'm a believer, and I think that they can stick to the formula. But I'm a believer in Luka and Kyrie.
That's it.
I feel as if everyone else.
That's it.
Jason Kidd.
I never said anything else.
Will find a way. Jason Kidd will find a way to fuck it up somehow. Their players will go cold. And we'll see.
I'm not saying
we'll see. I still have faith in the Clippers.
I'm not saying Mavericks to the finals or anything, or even the Western.
You're saying
Conference
beating
finals.
the Clippers.
I'm just saying beating the Clippers. This team can beat the Clippers, and then we'll see what the matchups are and how they, But I'm just saying, like, Luka's beating this team. I can say that with near confidence. Like, I think he is that type of player where, like, he won't let himself lose against this team. He really won't. I think that's the kind of player we're looking at Luka with. But
maybe I'm just holding on to nostalgia, but we'll see.
We'll see. We'll move on to our last thing here, and again, quick like one takes. The rap beef that's been going on, and we've been talking about it for the past few weeks. Anything you want to share about what's happened in the last week? I think you guys are gonna know where I'm gonna go with this.
Well, Drake's what do you call it? Just got taken down. The Taylor made one.
Because of the AI.
Yeah, the Tupac controversy, or like the whatever. So that's interesting, but I don't know if Kendrick's gonna really respond. Like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I feel like Kendrick's like, fuck it, I'm done. But is he gonna respond with just one song, or is he just gonna, like, I don't know.
There has to be a response.
All eyes on Kendrick.
We're waiting.
All eyes on Kendrick.
I mean, obviously the thing is everyone's gonna say, like, he's gonna take his sweet ass time like he does with everything, but I feel like he has to respond. No time needs to be wasted here. I don't know, Edmund. What's your take?
I think all eyes are on Kendrick, just like Gio said. I don't think he responds until like he drops an album or something. I hate to say it, but he's a fraud when it comes to actually beefing for real.
Crazy.
He's just the instigator, and he's running away, tuck and tail. But if the last few weeks have been any trend, we talk about this now, and then later tonight, there's
True.
probably gonna be another diss track. It's so crazy how.
Nah, if Kendrick actually does drop tonight, I'm going.
It's just,
We're gonna wait. We're gonna wake up tomorrow morning like.
We're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck? We're gonna change our schedule. We're gonna start streaming the podcast on Saturdays,
Literally.
just to stop, be up to date with these rap beefs and when this video goes out.
Yeah.
But I think, I think Kendrick, he's not gonna respond, and I think his true colors are showing, and there's just, I don't know. I think Drake. I don't want to say Drake's the winner yet, but he's definitely winning. And
he's up right now. We'll say he's up right now.
He's up right now. And
Kendrick could come from a right hook and just knock him out real quick.
I guess we'll see. Time will tell, and that's just the unfortunate thing about Kendrick is he's gonna take his time. So it's our attention span is gonna be over with, and then it's just gonna be like, now we gotta do this again. Because then it's like Drake will have a response, and then it's gonna be like, when are we gonna get a Kendrick response? So it's just, I don't know.
I was saying,
but that's why I think Kendrick's taking so long, because he's gonna try to like end it. You know what I mean? Like, hey Drake, where it hurts, and then it's like Drake.
He's compiling.
Because Drake, once the Drake and the what do you call it? What's his name? Fucking Pusha T's beef. Like Drake never responded after that. I feel like, what did he respond with?
Kendrick's compiling the receipts. He's getting all the dirt.
I feel like that was more so because Drake ain't have shit to.
He have shit
say,
on Pusha. Yeah, he ain't
shit on Pusha, but I think he had
cooked
shit
him
on
though.
Kendrick.
No,
I mean,
Pusha definitely cooked him.
It depends on what
He
Kendrick
lost
says.
that
If,
beef, but
if Kendrick can say something, then maybe we onto something. But I don't know. It's
guess
tough.
we'll see. Yeah.
People were saying, I saw this before we actually started this, where like they're like hoping Drake just goes like, he just drops another diss, like just goes back to back like he did back in the day. Doesn't even give Kendrick a time to respond, but we'll see. I feel like if Drake did,
Well, you did.
well, yeah, I know, but like I guess one that isn't controversial is the AI version, like an actual second one to push-ups. But
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. My quick, I mean, mine's a little unrelated, but Kanye's Glazer over here. I have to bring it up. Kanye has entered the chat. That fucking menace. Oh, my cat's opened my door.
Yo, there's a ghost in your house, bro.
It was the cats. I'll be right back.
Yeah,
I think
see,
while Brawley's away, you can see the cat. poor Yami.
Yeah, just wanted to get out. But Kanye, the demon, has entered the chat, and honestly, I don't really expect him to do too much, but it was just funny listening to his little I don't know, I guess remix. It wasn't really a diss track. I don't know, I just thought it was funny, and I'm like,
Kanye just hates Drake. I feel like.
yeah, I'm like, Kanye just had to get his lick in, like he just had to say some shit. So I don't know, I thought it was pretty funny. But and then Gio, you sent the whole random other side rap beefs that are going on, Quavo and Chris Brown.
Oh, the mid card.
Yeah,
Second card.
yeah, exactly. Like everything else. So who knows what other little rap beefs will spark from this? So
I think Chris Brown smoked Quavo. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just but I mean their music's gonna last or whatever. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
Just a rap beat, but a shorty. That's
Chris
all.
Brown with the hardest diss. I'm not gonna lie, of the year so far.
Yeah, it's some foul shit.
Yeah.
The shock value, the delivery. It was just.
It's just great. I'm for it all, honestly. I just if this is what the summer's like, I'm here for it. Honestly, I'm here for it. So
Guns firing.
yeah, it's been a while since we've had like I've been this engaged with like I guess the rap scene or like the popular rap scene and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we've been getting albums and stuff recently, but haven't been keeping up too much. But now I'm actually involved and like excited. So, anyways. Christian has to put the cats on stream. Maybe later at the end of the stream. Stay tuned to the end, Christian, and you'll get your wish.
This is the last stream. They was up
They were
there
up there.
fighting, wrestling.
Yeah. Let's move on to our main topic. I think we're making good time here.
Actually, last thing I would
Sure.
say, in hindsight, I think it's like when I first listened to it, I think it was cool having like the Tupac perspective and then the Snoop perspective on Drake's diss. But I'm glad that he took it down, and I'm glad that Tupac's family is suing him because of the implications of AI usage in terms of like music and like like I feel as like if they let it slide, it really will open the floodgates of we're just gonna have AI artists now, and like the integrity of music will really go down. And if they don't like Drake get a pass, then no one will. So I think it's good that they're setting the precedent now where they're not letting shit slide.
True.
But who knows? Maybe he's powerful. He can get away with this too. But
yeah, we've talked, way early, episode 1, I believe it was, or episode 2, about AI. It was episode 2, AI usage, technology, all that. This can be another topic we talk one day and dissect, but AI specifically in music, you're right. It's why it got taken down. I didn't want to get too much into that, but yeah, it's definitely an interesting topic. Even Drake couldn't get away with it, so we'll talk about it more.
I'm surprised Snoop never said anything, right? Or did he? Like, I don't know. He's been pretty quiet.
Like publicly, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think Snoop's probably just smoking weed, like whatever, So,
okay.
Any last lingering things you want to get out? No. All right. Let's talk about the our main topic today. It's a little bit of a switch, but we wanted to. Last few weeks we've been talking a lot about what's been currently going on with all this rap music and everything else. Wanted to kind of get back to the basics here. What we like doing here is just talking about a certain topic. So this week's topic is obviously spirituality, and we're just gonna give you guys more insight on our perspective on this, like what we think, how we feel. So, fellas, this is a big conversation, a big like topic. Obviously, like you can go anywhere with this, but I don't know who wants to start off. Your perspective, share your experience with spirituality.
Let's just start off. I feel like, are we all religious?
Okay.
Or would you say?
I would say
you're a religious person, God fearing.
To that answer, maybe not religious to the more popular religions in the world, but definitely spiritual, definitely God fearing, which wasn't always the case for me. So that's progress for me.
What changed for you? I'm very interested to hear more about that.
Okay, not to go too deep, just so we can get everyone's answers on that question, but what changed is I realized, like, obviously I always thought there was a God in this world, right? And there's higher powers that be, but I always thought, like, we can control what we can control, but there's really so much out of our control. That just kept becoming more and more apparent to me. So that made me realize, like, all right, well, God really has control of it all. My God, at least, or whatever God you want to think of. So that's where I was like, okay, yeah, I'm not the shit. Like, I'm not. There's no one more powerful than God. Like, he is God. You have to be God fearing. Like, there's, like, there's not someone that you can't control it. Like, there's things you can't control in this world, in this life, and you're not meant to. So it just become more apparent. It's not like I never not believed it. It's not like it's weird. Like, I just really never thought about it. But now I'm like, I can say with 100% confidence, like, yeah, I'm a God fearing believer in, like, I've always believed in a God, and it's been more in my mind recently. So, but not religious, still not religious. Like, religion's a whole different topic. So
just God fearing, and
yes,
and spiritual.
Yes, exactly. That's how I define myself. What about you guys?
You?
I would say, like, I'm definitely not religious. I'm definitely not. I would say God fearing, because I feel like the way life's set up and the way, like, I don't know, bad things happen to good people, good things happen to bad people and stuff. Like, if there was a God, that wouldn't happen. And I feel like it's just, if there is a creator, because it's crazy that we're here. You know what I mean? Able to do things and not just be like freaking animals just eating and surviving. But it's definitely a creator. But I don't think this creator cares as much as like what we do. I don't know. Like I feel like there's like laws or whatever, like karma is a thing, but I don't think like there's somebody like intentionally directing you or intentionally giving you things or I don't know. I don't know. It's just weird to me. But I can't deny that it's not a creator or something because it's just weird that we're here
Edwin,
and doing.
before we respond, what just to answer Gio's question, like, I feel like you might probably be the most religious out of the three of us. Correct me if I'm wrong.
I feel like I don't know if like I'm the most religious anymore. I think there was definitely a lot of like familial pressure since growing up, and I'm sure to some degree you both grew up in a religious household.
Yeah.
Um, but I think for me it was a little bit not extreme. Like my grandmother's extremely religious, and my mom is religious too. Where church was a very big thing for her, and it was literally until college where I had no say in the matter of whether or not I got a chance. If I like until college, like I was not able to say I don't necessarily feel like going to church this Sunday, you know? So it's
Hmm.
like I feel like that impacted me, and like I had to go to church every single Sunday, and I think that made me be religious by nature maybe, but I think I definitely started questioning the overall thing of things just because I didn't know if like I don't know, like I definitely believe that there's a creator, but I definitely feel as if that there's too many bad things that goes on. And there's too many bad people in the world who succeed or like get away with things that I just felt as if there was just this almighty creator who wanted the good for society and people in general, wouldn't let things slide. And I don't know, and like also the whole point of there's good things that come out, like good deeds go, you're rewarded for good deeds, or like bad deeds are punished, and so on and so forth. Same could be said where like there's too many bad people who are quote unquote winning in life, where
Hmm.
it feels like, is there really a higher power that's dictating what good things or bad things are happening?
Yeah.
Or, like there's just too many bad people really winning. And I guess just questioning myself with that. And then even going further of, is my religion really my religion that my ancestors believed in? Or was it something that we were colonized and forced to believe
Mm.
by those quote unquote bad people? So it's just
Yeah.
like really figuring out, like going back and like having to speak to elders and like reading traditional texts, like whenever I get to that point where I want to be religious again and seeing what the original people believed. But even then, with what I did look up and some of the things there's a lot of problematic stuff where I'm just like, that's just not how the world works anymore, and that's not okay. So I think
Hmm.
I've definitely been more spiritual and thinking of trying to put good energy out there and just making sure that I'm the best version of myself and not going against my own personal values and beliefs, and just respecting what I have learned growing up religiously. So I guess it's a long-winded way of saying yes and no, and just still trying to figure it out. Or I don't know.
So it seems to me like we're all more closer than I thought. Like, me and Gio, straight out not religious, but spiritual, and Edmund, maybe a little less religious and leaning towards more just spirituality in general. And we all believe in a God, I guess, right? Gio, is that what you said? You do believe in a God?
Yeah, like create something.
Creator, yeah.
There's gotta be something. Like I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, so similar, but we've all had different journeys to get to this point. So, like you said, Edmund, similar that we all grew up in a religious household. Like, I went to church when I was younger, not often, not for a long period of time, but I do remember those days. Gio, did you ever go to church growing up? Or?
I went once, but my grandfather's Jehovah's Witness, so like
Okay.
every day he's reading the Bible. Every day, like you do
Yeah.
something wrong, he's giving you a lesson. So
Gotcha.
that kind of turned me off. Like, this is
Yeah.
that's aggressive religion.
Yeah. The real forced on you.
Cult
Um,
like
yeah.
almost.
Yeah, like
But let's, full disclaimer, we're not batting on religion. We're not shitting on religion. If it works for you, if that's your cup of tea, at least I don't see anything wrong with that,
yeah. To me, it gives people a purpose. Like I feel like a lot of
Yeah.
people need purpose, and a lot of people need like guidance and stuff. And
Yeah.
the main messages of most religions are good things. It's like I understand why people are
Yeah.
into it.
Yeah. So, but I think Edmund brought up a cool point about like, ancestry and all that, because the number one thing I notice when I go to like countries back in Central America where my parents are from is that they're all very like Christian heavy countries. Like, America, same thing. But there's like a church in every city, like it's like the city or the village, whatever you want to call it, the town. And then there's a church in the middle of the town, every city you go to. And that's like the thing. Like it's anywhere you go, there's going to be a church somewhere. But again, these countries were, colonized, and Spain had come in and America had its influence and all that. So it's like Mayan descent, you would think, you hear about all the Mayan craziness that happened. I say craziness, but it's my people, but, they were, was it the Aztecs that were feeding hearts to the sun god, whatever it was? But
Savages.
basically, yeah, they did different things with their gods, and obviously none of it's perfect, but I haven't delved too much into it. I haven't really thought that much ahead because, like I said, I'm just really not with religion. It's whatever it is, it's between me and my God, my spirituality. But, no, yeah, I used to define myself as like agnostic. But now I don't even know. I don't even want to label it. Like I'm just like,
Right. Nah, I feel you.
like I have my relationship with my God, and that's it. Like I know I'm God fearing. That's it. Like, because I also do believe in science too. So that's why like religion isn't my cup of tea.
Yeah, I feel like we're all aware too. Like we're all like aware and we're knowledgeable. So it's like some things just not. It doesn't add up. So.
But one thing I did want to mention, because you both brought it up about like good things happening to bad people and bad things happening to good people. I think my perspective on like that particularly is like, what do you guys think about this? Like, God's plan, like God has a plan for everyone. And like, yes, we might see that really good things are happening to really shitty people right now, but who's to say 20 years down the road, God's plan, it all comes back to them, like you said, karma or something. Like, I don't know. I kind of don't. I take everything with a grain of salt. Like, I don't know. I don't look at it like, oh man, look at this really bad person having it, or like, look at this really good thing happening to this really bad person, or like, this is really bad for this really good person. Like, yeah, I might think like they don't deserve it, but I feel like in most cases, like, it's just you gotta take the punches. You gotta roll with the punches sometime and just get through life. And like I said, just believe like that. That's where I feel like I am now, where I'm realizing like I'm not in control. I just gotta take it day by day and just believe like God has some ultimate purpose for me. That's where I'm like.
But then there's like situations where it's like something is gonna happen to you where you can't control it. Like I don't know, like. I don't want to like wish anything on anybody, but it's just like I don't know. You get sexually abused or something like that. Like you can't predict that, you can't control that, and it's just like then you go to the rest of your life like, why me? Why did I deserve this? Or like I don't know. So that's why it's tough because like for people like P Diddy or something like that, like who knows all the crazy bad shit that happened to him. But at one point he was the most successful. He was like. Doing whatever he wanted. Like, there's like a video of him from making the band. He's like, anything I want, I get it. I get it. Like, you know what I mean? If I want it, he's like, you know what I mean? Like, so, and just knowing that he's probably just a bad person, you know what I mean? To his people around him and whatever and stuff. So it's just like, in those situations too, like, And then those are the same people that would be like, I love God and stuff like that, like serial
Yeah.
killers and murderers and stuff. They'll be like, God told me or something. I don't know. It's just that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just weird.
I think it's where I don't know. Sometimes it's like almost feels like in order for a million people to live, a million people have to die. You know? Like I think it's more so about life needing balance, and
True.
maybe it's just this whole bigger thing where whoever the creator was, it's, you know, you need to have these tragedies in order to have an okay life for some people. And like I think that's maybe the problem I have, where there's just it just feels like there's way more tragedies and there's way more suffering than there is good things happening to people. And obviously it goes into the whole you make life of what you need it to be, but it doesn't always feel like that, you know? And like as I get older and as I the whole getting 1% better every single day and just trying to be my best version of myself, it's like all the bad things that happen is like I feel like you need something to believe in, that's something that you look for and something that makes you feel better. And I think that's just what religion is to people, just someone to
Hmm.
pray to or someone to give you hope. And I don't know, what if the people or the thing that people are looking to for hope isn't always, I don't know, what they seem. So
Let me ask you guys
Yeah.
this: do you guys, pray or have conversations with your God or whatever? I'll just say your God, just to make it simple. But are you guys having conversations or having any prayers? Like, are you just
No.
thinking about it? Like, what's
Like when I was younger, I would do like the little prayer, like now I lay me down to sleep. I pray a little like that before I go to bed. Um, and now I don't do that. But then like recently, I thought about it. Like I think I really used to do that like every night. Like my dad would make me do it, or my mom something like. So I don't know. Like it just it is a warming feeling because like you feel like you protect yourself in the night. You know what I mean? Like
mm,
I pray the Lord my soul to keep. Like if I should die, like all that. It is comforting, but at the same time, it's just like, is it even doing anything? Or I don't know. It just I feel like it's really just a comfort thing. Like the world is crazy, and you need something, or either you have a really strong mental, or you have God by your side for you. You know what I mean? Like something needs to keep you going.
yeah.
So,
And
but
it
then
yeah.
but
Sorry,
then it
continue.
just gets then it gets to the point where people prey on that need of people needing people, and then it turns into like somebody giving their message on what they want, and and using it as their voice, saying it's God controlling a mass amount of people that are vulnerable, and then it gets weird.
Exactly.
what about you, Edmund? Do you pray or have these conversations? Like, I'm talking
I would say
now.
now I think I definitely did recently, but I think and over the past, I think besides the past 6 months, or like 6 months ago, like for the past year beyond that, or I felt like I was in a very dark place, and my suffering I felt like led me to leading to I need something like I need a miracle to happen, which is like what led me to religion. But now that I'm in a better place, it's more so thank you for like I'm more thankful of whatever's out there for helping me get to a better place. But at the same time, it's like, was I like I was still alive and breathing, you know, and like I still had good things or like relatively better things happening that other people didn't have. So it's like, is it my own doing that I was in a bad place, I guess, and just really figuring out more so what does a higher power really have to do with what you got going on. So
Hmm.
it's trying to figure it out and trying to think of was me praying, was me trying to have conversations with a higher power really helping me be better. And I don't know, like some things where I did like make an 11 make a wish, where I made a wish. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, you know. Was I making that wish to God, or was that just a thing where
The 11
it
11
happened?
wishes.
Yeah,
Manifestation.
manifestation
Yeah.
over
It could
anything.
just be that,
So,
honestly. It could just be
and like
manifestation.
the first time I did it, it happened, and then like since then, I don't think it's happened again.
God
So
said you
maybe
had one.
exactly. And like I'm thinking like, damn, is that what I blew my one wish on? So here we are, and just trying to figure out where do I go from here. So I can't be mad because now it's like that's how they get you. Now I'm hoping to get that feeling again. I can't
Dang.
say that's how they get you, but that's
You-
that's how it goes. That one time you feel blessed or you feel like something happened, it's just like, damn, he's real, and like I need, or they're real, like I need to get that again. So
okay.
I don't know.
I think
Trying to figure it out.
Has anybody experienced a miracle in there? Like, I don't know. Like, I never experienced that. Like, shit, like, you know what I mean? So,
real quick, I want to say like I think for me, like I didn't really pray too much growing up. I would say like the little things like, oh, thank God, like or oh my God, what's going on, or like those little things where it's like you're referencing God, but you're not maybe directly talking to him or her, whatever. Let's be fair here, talking to God, but I would say more recently, last year and a half, 2 years, like I'm starting to have those conversations more. Just sometimes talking to underneath my breath, directly to my God, like Edmund said, like more grateful stuff, like yeah, thank you, you got me through that, like you definitely got me through that, or appreciate just being here another day. So I definitely like agree with that. Like it's just being more thankful and grateful. Trying to stay positive. So, but to answer your question, Gio, I don't think I've experienced a life-changing miracle in my life. I actually did want to bring up like, what's your experience with like? We can answer your question, but what's your experience with like? Because we brought it up, like, do you feel like you met people or meet people who you just know like they have God on their side? Like it's like whatever they do, it's like somehow they just come out of it, and you're just like, man, that guy or that girl has God on their side, like, because there's no way. It's like if you put yourself in that situation, you'd be like, you don't know where you would be,
I mean, I have an uncle that like we say like he's like the luckiest person alive because he literally like he's been to jail so many times, been stabbed, like he's caused so much trouble and like and shit like that, and he's been on the run. Like it's just so many bad things happen, and then like little shit happens to him where like they messed up his name on like in jail, so then he got like he was under jail in a different name, so they let him out early, like instead of the shit like he was supposed to do.
He got God on his side.
It's like no, it's like the randomest shit. Like he's lived so much like different lives.
That's exactly what I mean. He got God on his side.
Like
it's
just like, but it's at the end of the day, it's still not like it's not like like he's lucky, but he's not blessed because the life he's living is not like the life you want to live. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all. Sorry, it's all like relative, but yeah, Edmund, share.
For me, I think I have a family friend or a friend who I grew up with who is the most religious person I know. Like even when we were younger, like we just knew like he's gonna be a pastor one day, And I feel as if like having that belief is due to he had a health condition where he couldn't walk when he was younger. He's in a walker even to this day, and like some minor disabilities that he's had to live with, and like his story is just very inspirational and very inspiring, and because of that, it's like whenever he's praying or like whenever he's preaching, like he might be even a certified pastor by now or a preacher, it's like you can't even see that he has like some of those disabilities. It's like he's like a different, like it almost like it's like almost like a different being, like it overtakes you, and it's like someone who's like, if I was ever to believe in God, it's like it would be because of like seeing what spiritually it does to him, and like just seeing how touched he is by God, and it's just like, all right, that's like the only time where I'm like, someone has to be real because of the blessings that they've given to this person, and instances where like, okay, maybe you shouldn't be alive, and like some of the things that you went through, it's like a testament to that higher power. So I feel as if, I don't know,
I agree.
that would be the closest thing where it's just like, all right.
But back to Gio's question, have you guys experienced miracles? 'Cause
No.
I don't think I have. I haven't, for sure.
When I was going, no, you go ahead because I don't have any miracle stories.
I would say like he is the miracle in his
He's the
own life,
miracle.
I guess, is
Mm.
probably like what more I was hinting on. But
Mm.
for me, there've been outliers of like me wishing for stuff and I've maybe gotten it. Who knows if that
Nah,
counts.
I'm still wishing.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. Like I feel like I see these people who like have God on their side or seemingly have God on their side. I mean, they let's keep it real. They could be, fighting, going through hell, fighting demons that we don't even know about. But it's like seemingly have God on their side, and I just, like you said, I mean, like to me that's enough. Where I'm like, all right, yeah, like there's something out there. There's some higher power, and like we're not meant to know the answer. We'll never know the answer. Maybe it's all delusions in our head, but I just think, I don't know. It's been around for so long. Spirituality, religion, like beginning of mankind, like
Hmm.
I don't know. It's hard to deny any type of existence. But again, if you're someone who doesn't believe in a God, and that's completely fine. We're not shutting any ideas. We're just sharing our perspectives.
And if you're in the chat and you have any like specific moments where you felt like you talked to God or something happened or anything you want to share about your spirituality, feel free.
Yeah.
We can talk about it.
Yeah. I don't know where else do we want to go with this because, like I said,
I was gonna say, all right, so it might not be. I don't know if it's spiritual, like a God thing or whatever. But when I would say like probably around like 18, like 20ish, like I feel like I was living like not a movie, but like I feel like I was living I feel like I was living a weird life. Like I feel like, so for example, like things were like tests or something. Like if I did something, if I needed to do something or somebody asked me to do something and I did it, like I passed the test or whatever, like I go on the train, like the train's there 1 minute, you know what I mean? Or I feel like if I failed this or I was late to something, like the train's gonna be like 9 minutes now, like I got penalized or something. And like it was like a weird like I feel like I don't know, I grew out of it, but it just felt weird where I felt like if you ever look up solipsism, it's like you believe that you're like the only person on earth or something like that. Like you're the only thing. Like like it's basically main character. Like you know what I mean. But I don't know. I just felt like that for a little while. So I don't know. And I just felt like there was somebody watching over me or something, like giving me like tasks to do. It was weird.
I mean,
Do you feel like you passed or failed those tasks at that time?
I mean, I it depended. Like I don't know. Like I passed them when I could, and then I failed them or not. Like, and then I don't know. I just end up in weird situations or like
I mean, I
do a lot of the look to the camera, like you know what I mean, like
I mean,
that shit.
in that respect, like for me at least, like, and it really comes up in the times where I'm down bad. Like last week was unfortunate, but I don't consider that like I was down bad, But like times where I've been down like real bad, like life's just not going my way, this and that keep popping up, all these type of issues. Like in those moments, I think to myself like, okay, it's just another test, a test of character, a test of the type of person I have to be. Like in that respect, I know what you mean by like God giving you tasks or tests. Like it's just in life things happen, and you can either I guess in lack of better, so you could fail and just let it consume you, or you can give yourself the purpose to, all right, let me just pass this test. Let me get through this, live to see another day. Like at the end of the day, I just remind myself like, I'm fortunate. I have so much going on for myself. Don't let this be the one thing to deter me from my path, So in that sense, like I know what you mean. I maybe not have thought of it that way that you were thinking, like I'm the only person, but like definitely in times of tribulation, it's like I feel like okay, this is a something I can get through, something I have to get through, and maybe that does come from my God. You know, that's I feel like I've always been like that though. That's not really new. Like in the more recent times that I felt more spiritual, I think I've always felt that, and that helps me get through tough times. So, what about you, Edmund? You relate to what Gio was saying or what I was saying?
I think so. I think still trying to figure it out. So like to some degree, but also I feel like it's mainly on me for a lot of things, and I gotta just figure it out. So.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I've this is like maybe a different thing, but like I always tell people like it's easy to do, I guess, the wrong, not the wrong thing, or maybe the wrong thing or the less popular thing. Like that's easy. It's tougher to do the right thing sometimes.
Yeah.
And that's
I
why
agree.
and that's why I think like, you know, maybe this is a task from God, because he gives you these tougher, seemingly impossible tasks, and then once you can prove to yourself like, okay, you can do this, you know, it's just, it adds to your character, adds to the person you are, the type of person you are. So I feel like I've always felt that way. That's definitely not new. So I do like that you brought that up, Gio, because I maybe didn't see it the way you saw it or experienced it the way you experienced it, but definitely can relate to it. Like, yeah, God is out here giving us tasks to complete in this journey of life. So
Yeah. I also feel like that goes down to like little battles people pick. I feel like at my workspace, like, you know, it's not the most professional. It's a pizza shop, so people like get more emotional and like I don't know, like little things like, oh, you didn't prep this for me or something like that. And I feel like I don't know. I feel like if in life, I feel like you have to be not so like I don't know. You don't gotta win every battle. And I feel like it's not all about like being like you said. It's harder to do the right thing. So I feel like sometimes doing the right thing is just to like shut up or just to like let them have it. But some people, I don't know, just can't be seen like a punk or something.
still working.
Might be a little off topic, but it just
Yeah.
this is what you reminded me
Actually,
of.
no, I'm still working on it. That
Yeah.
too, like just being able to shut up and walk away. Because you're right. That's sometimes that's the right answer, and it's hard. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we covered a few things. There's definitely like a lot more we could talk about, but like I don't know, anything else we want to bring up on this topic before we wrap things up a bit? I think we're good on time, but no, yeah, I mean, this is we haven't, just so you know, everyone out there knows, like we don't talk about this too often with each other. So this topic is, I would say, pretty unique and a good conversation to have with each other. Over the years, I feel like we've talked about or alluded to things. That's how I knew like Edmund was a bit more religious than us back in the day, but I honestly didn't know that, you know, you've been straying away from that and still figuring it out. Gio, I didn't know that, like, you know, well, I know your family, I think you brought up before that your family was religious, so like Jehovah's Witnesses and all that, but I didn't know like you do prayers at night when you were a kid, so like that's something new, you know. So it's interesting. It's a nice conversation. We wanted to get C on here because I feel like C might be the most spiritual out of all of us. He is someone I see as someone with God on his side, and I've always felt that way. But
Yeah,
and I'm not even talking about.
I know
I'm not even talking about recent.
Just,
yeah, but like honestly,
there's definitely been signs where it's just like it's just
I've known that kid for a long time, and I've always felt that way. Like, and it makes sense because if you know his mom, like his mom is very spiritual, very religious, so it's only makes sense that she probably blessed him in some way with having God on his side, because that kid got God on his side, whether he knows it. I think he knows it, but whether he realizes it or not, he got God on his side.
If there's one person that's like gonna find a way or something's gonna happen like that's positive,
it's gonna be him, and maybe that's why I've kept him around for this long, because I recognized that early on.
You hope it's gonna rub off on you.
Good luck charm.
Yeah, I'm like, sees my rabbit foot. That's why I need him. That's why I'm here.
But what's that word called? The brujeria, whatever, like the Spanish word, whatever.
Yeah, she's
Like-
not like that, like a witch, like a yeah. She's not.
I was like witch. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Sammy's the living positive incarnation of that.
yeah. I mean,
that what
I
you
mean,
want?
Also, I feel like there's religion, and then I feel like there's spirituality too, where it's like, you know, with the crystals and the auras.
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? There's also that too. Like, it's not just like, you know.
side note, C. Semi. Obviously, we know his name is Christian. I think his. Could be mistaken. He just told me this. Like, his dad's name is Jesus. Like,
Jesus.
yeah, that man was meant to have God on his side. There was no question about it. Like, so I don't know. We were kind of hoping to get him on, but things didn't work out, which is all right. We'll have him down in the future, but we could revisit this topic obviously down the road.
My name is biblical as well. Now that I think about it.
Edmund,
A
yeah,
lot of-
Edmund, yeah, Edmund's in the Bible, so a lot of names are. I mean,
yeah, but
Giovanni, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Giovanni's like an Italian John, so I don't even know.
That makes sense.
Like Giovanni, Johnny,
Yeah.
whatever.
My name, not so much, but no, yeah, it's yeah, religion's all over us. So, Sammy said part 2. You know it. We'll get you set part 2 out here.
We'll bring the crystals.
Yeah, you know, join us, share your perspective. We'll talk about it. But yeah, anything else, fellas? Any last dying notes?
No, sir. These podcasts go by so fast. Honestly.
They do. And just as promised. Oh no. Hold on.
Yami.
No, he did.
Or is it Momo?
I'm gonna have to get Momo because he did.
Oh, product placement. Oh,
Yeah.
they about to do an advertisement. Hit us up for advertisements. We'll do them.
What ads?
Well, if you guys want to advertise something, you know, your clothing or something, well,
Oh, he don't want to be on camera. He don't.
Merch dropping soon.
This is Momo. Yeah, he's over it.
My little nephew.
And the black one, that one that dipped, if you remember from last week, that's Yami. He just don't fuck with me, but that's okay. That's Edmund's son, quote unquote.
You replaced me.
Yeah, I didn't even replace. My mom's boyfriend replaced you,
then.
which is crazy to think about. Crazy 180. All right, but we'll wrap it up.
He has
there.
a strong father figure in his life. That's all that matters. As long as my
All right.
We'll wrap it up there. Again, we'll be back next Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern time on Twitch. New topic. Hopefully next week's a good one, fellas. You know, for you guys. Go follow our TikTok, True to Self, social medias, our Instagrams down below, YouTube channel, Cut the Mic Podcast, Instagram, cut_the_underscore mic. All that. All right, guys. Have a good night. Peace out.
Hello.
Peace.
Peace.